Hey, man. Hey, look.
Big Back.
Say Big Back. Shout out to Big Back Caves and Kitchen, man.
Who voice for that, man?
Hey, they just brought us some real good food in the street.
Man, what? I talked to her, too. You got some? What's her name, Sean?
Yeah, Sean.
Sean. When I see you, Sean, I got to see if you got a big back, Sean.
Hey,
Lower back.
What are you talking about, Trey?
Lower back, Sean. Not the top. Not the back.
Hey, boy.
Lower back.
Street is, hey, boy, he is on one today. Let me tell you, boy, hey, you see, hook up that good fried catfish. Ooh,
Oh, my God.
Boy, the shrimp pasta.
Shrimp.
Sean gave her
Bourbon
shrimp,
chicken
man.
pasta.
Big old fat shrimp.
But, man, the shrimp were about big as my head, though. They were about big as my
That
head.
was some big back-ass shrimp.
No, they were big, but I don't...
Man, those some large shrimp, man. I don't think I seen shrimp like that in real life, man.
We did today.
Hey, well, look. What's the name of Ludacris' first album, The Independent? Do you remember what the name of it was, B. Rich?
Back for, I don't know.
Back for the first time.
I thought so.
Back for the first time. And I know the people don't know why I'm saying this, but the three of us know why we're saying this. We have,
back for the first
hey,
time.
man, back for the first time. We have the amazing, the legendary Greg Street. Let's give it up for Street. Let's give it up for Street. And look, we just going to call it like it is.
I ain't legendary, though.
Nah,
Yes, you
man,
are.
to
Yes, you
hell
are.
you not.
Man, you a legend,
Yes, you are.
No.
Man, listen, Street. Nah,
I don't
Street.
play that legend. I don't play that goat. I don't
Okay,
play none of that.
okay, but go ahead. Tell us the way you want to be labeled.
Greg Street.
What's that?
Your home, your boy.
What's that?
Okay,
What's
okay.
that? 8.5 hat. I like the hat, man.
Snapback.
That ain't no snapback. Let me see.
That's just snap on.
It's a 7 and what?
Hold on.
7.5.
Oh, that's a big old head, boy.
No, that what size yours? That thing fitting snug.
Let me have that hat.
Oh, you get it?
All right.
I ain't know we were gonna have a hat
Go
discussion.
ahead. I like the hat.
We talking about hat sizes today, man.
Let go, man.
All
I'm
right,
sorry.
cool.
Pause.
But look, all right, well that deserved the pause. So in here we call it whoa. I don't know. Did you see the skit that I did while I put it in the skit? I did. Yeah, that was just for you, my brother. That was just for you. But look, we saying we back for the first time with. Look, he doesn't have to accept it. I call him. Like Greg Street is definitely a legend. And look, anytime you pave the way for other people, because one thing I know about Street, now I don't have to be around Street all the time. I'm not in Street personal business. I'm not in his personal circle that he hang around all the time. But I know for a fact Street has put on some people and given game to a lot of people. He might not want to look at it as being put on,
That's just being a vessel.
maybe, but
It's just being a vessel.
but
It's a lot of vessels.
yeah, they are, but some people don't listen. Some people don't listen to the voice that is coming from and where that will and those blessings are asking
we
that
like
to be
to
done.
argue.
Yeah.
We don't like people. A lot of people don't understand the third eye. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're looking at somebody that you care about. You know what I'm saying? Me and B Rich got crazy stories. You're looking at somebody you care about. You automatically think how you can help them move forward. If you really care about them,
Yeah.
automatically come up with different things. Ideas are gonna come to you, or different people you can connect them with that's gonna help them move forward.
Yeah.
Now, unless you from big backs and you in the crab plate, it might be a little different.
The hater, like Pat Beverly with the haterade he drunk.
But what?
Oh yeah, Pat Bell was hating on Trey. But that's a good thing that you listen. Like you said, sometimes we argue with ourselves. Sometimes we argue, with the man upstairs. Sometimes we argue with what is supposed to be done that's being asked of us. Because everything that we get as a blessing, blessings are meant to be shared. Like the whole reason we get creativity in anything is for it to be shared.
To be shared.
Yeah. So I agree. So look, the legendary Greg Street, and the first time he came, boy, we had us a good time. But when it was all said and done,
No audio.
No audio. So back for the first time, Street was gracious enough to bless us with his presence,
y'all
man.
homies, man.
He came back again, man. Hey, I want to thank you for being a big part of my career, helping us out, man, from the beginning. Ever since I met you, man, you just been very, very good to me and my team. One of the things he did, Trey, with B.O.B. was he had this song called Haters. Greg took to us and he made a hater report. And it was going stupid on this show. And I think some people had gotten to it and they had to cut it out because it was like some inner city beefs going on.
Some drama happening allegedly, and they were like, nah. But hey, man, that was my song, B.O.B.
He shot the first video.
I shot the first video with
spent about $30,000.
I spent about a dub. Chris Robinson's little brother was shot it actually.
Okay.
And, it didn't really come out the way we wanted, but everything happened for a reason. You know what I'm saying? They ran up the flagpole at the label, and it was a part of the catalyst of helping B.O.B.
Part of a brick.
move forward because Mike and them didn't really believe in the record. So I took the record. It was like my record. So I took it and invested into it, spent money on it, and it helped B.O.B. get a lot of the initial attention from the label to understand what they had in the artist, because a lot of people don't know. Everybody think I was telling Nietzsche from Ugly Money. I was telling him the other day, like, because he did a post about artists and art, and your music is your art. But when you want to make money off of it, then it turns into a business, and you need a lot of money to get started. So I hit him up. I was like, "You right, but you wrong, because now you gonna have a lot of artists thinking, I need some money to make my record blow up. And really, you just need to get some traction from a natural, organic fan base to make somebody want to invest the money. Because when you make statements like that, you make people think, if I just go make a record in my studio, if I had $100,000 to spend on it, I could make it a hit. And that's not true.
Facts.
Because less than 4% of artists that get signed to a major label even make it. Because you got to think. Remember Def Jam? Remember when my boy, what's Eminem's lawyer name, manager?
Paul.
When Paul went to Def Jam, they signed all the new artists. Paul had an amazing blueprint. They had the boot camp. They put the project out. Did anybody blow up from the project?
No.
I mean, and no disrespect to LA, but if you remember the little boy Astro from the TV show.
Yeah. I remember that.
Where is he?
Yeah. I remember
They spent
that.
a bunch of money, signed a bunch of artists on the label. But that's not the particular people's fault at the label. That's just the blueprint of how they've been doing business.
Yeah.
You invest
changes.
money in 70 artists, expecting only 5 or 6 of them to make it.
Yeah.
That's been the blueprint forever.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's like you can't just say because I spent some money on the record and did all this work on the record, it's gonna blow up. People, this whole thing revolves back to one thing: people.
Yeah.
If the people don't like it, if you can't put it out on your social media and see some tracks where people talking about it, you get some engagement, people sharing it, people hitting you up, people on the DM, people hitting you want to get on the verse, producers hitting you saying they want to give you some more tracks, and you ain't getting no traction from it. That's showing you that record ain't it.
Well,
So
great.
it ain't about no money. It ain't just about money.
Thank you for the insight. I just want to go back a little bit. The beginning, man. We know you from Atlanta. Can you tell us where you got your start from, man?
Hattiesburg, Mississippi.
Tell us about that.
I'm from Hattiesburg, Mississippi. I took guitar lessons as a little kid, and at Mississippi Music. And my second guitar was a PV guitar with the PV 212 classic amplifier. So when I got to be a teenager, I started using the guitar amp as a sound system. I hooked the turntables up to it and started DJing and doing little parties. And then I went from that, and I bought the PV tower speakers with the 212.
So you was DJing, just DJing.
I was DJing, throwing parties. In fact, I got a full page spread. My first one came out. In fact, I left it in the car too.
How old were you?
I was like 16, 15,
Doing
16.
parties.
Yep.
But
That's
doing
crazy.
parties. And then, but I was so young, but because you gotta think, this was like at the beginning of hip hop. So you if you was playing all that R&B music, the Whispers and Ain't No Stopping Us Now and all these different records, like you was DJing around a lot of older people too.
What's some of the songs you was playing that you can remember around that time?
So I'm telling you, like Ain't No Stopping Us Now, The Beat Goes On, Jam on It, when all those first hip hop records came out. But it was like, I've always been around a diverse crowd. Then once I like really got into it in my my freshman year in college, I used to do all the parties for the white fraternity for the Pikes at the University of Mississippi. So on Thursday nights, they would once a month on Thursday they would have these parties, and I would DJ for them. So just getting involved in the diverse crowd and understand, like going from all ages of black people to white people, and then after my first black station in Hattiesburg, I went to a white station. And that's really what gave me the real insight that radio is not just about music, it's about people. It's about formatics. It's about understanding how the clock works. It's about understanding how things move in different pieces and different tempos and why records played at a certain time and all these different things, and reading the trade magazines and starting really to learn about the radio culture from a whole nother side. Because on the urban side, if you've been watching radio for the past 20 years, all the DJs, the younger DJs are coming to the game, they think it's about new music. People don't turn on the radio to hear new music. If you're in the car, you got kids, right?
Yeah.
You have a daughter?
nah, 2 sons.
You got a daughter?
Yes.
How old is your daughter now?
21.
Just say when she was a kid. let's say when was it Ryan? When Ryan was just saying when she was 7, 8 years old, you drive in the car, a song come on she never heard before, what she do?
Pay attention to it.
Nope.
What?
Wrong answer. You ride in the car with a kid, song comes on, they don't know. What do they do?
My kids start talking. They start making all kind of noise, asking me, can I turn to something else? That's what my boys would do.
What's the last part?
Everything. Ask me, can I turn to something else? Can I play something they know?
How many times have you been in the car with okay, from the kid, let's go to the females. You're in the car with a female, say she 18 to 30.
Oh, they want to hear what they want to hear.
18 to 40.
Play what I want to hear.
When the song come on, they don't know, that's brand new that they don't know, bleep, they punch the station.
They want to hear what they want to hear.
That record they just punched from could be a hit, and it could be big
They just don't know it.
next month in 6 months, but it's not familiar enough right now. So people, that's why when people be like, y'all play the same thing on the radio over and over again, but guess what? If we played a bunch of new music, you wouldn't even tune in.
Facts.
That's facts.
You want to drive the same car as your homegirl drive, wear the same car, get the same bag your homegirl got. If you ain't got the bag your homegirl got, it ain't nothing.
Yeah.
So you started in radio in Hattiesburg? Tell us your radio progression.
I started radio in Hattiesburg when I was a kid, and Tony Brown, I just recently told this story to the AJC, but Tony Brown graduated from college, I think, in Northwestern in Chicago. But he's from Chicago. He moved to Hattiesburg because he had an aunt that lived in Hattiesburg, and he was like the program director at the radio station. And he worked there for a while with us, and then he left and went to the Carolinas. Eventually, I left and I was at WRV, WJMG. I left there. I went to WHSY, a white station. I was Keith Gregory at night from 7 to midnight.
WHSY.
So, yep, Total Radio. And then Tony went to Carolina. I went to WHSY for a while. Then later on, Tony got a job in Mobile, Alabama. My mom is from Mobile. My dad is from Lucedale. And Lucedale's probably 25, 30 minutes from Mobile. So growing up as a kid, all my aunts and uncles lived there. So I used to go there to stay with them for the summer, weekends, Mardi Gras. So BLX, 93 BLX is like a legendary radio station on the coast. And you can hear it like from Fort Walton Beach, Florida, all the way to like Slidell, Louisiana. So that's like the whole coast. So we got Fort Walton, we got Destin, Fort Walton, Pensacola, Mobile, Moss Point, Pascagoula, Battery, Moss Point, Pascagoula, Gulfport, Biloxi, Pass Christian, and Slidell. So the station covers a lot of ground. And it's close to the water. You're on the water. So, you know, a FM signal travels in the sky, unlike AM travel in the ground. So in the water, there's no interference. So the signal goes a long way. So people call the station from the all rigs and everywhere.
So you was all over.
All over the place. So long story short, I had legendary numbers in the market down there. That's what the whole 6 o'clock thing, my 6 o'clock shift, not the song, but doing radio from 6 to 10 started in 1988 in Mobile, Alabama. Then I left Mobile and went to Houston. Tony got a job in Houston. I went to Houston with him. Tony stayed in Houston like 6 months because they kind of like hired 2 program directors. So after the 6 months, Mike Roberts at V103 decided that he was going to step down from being program director and morning man to just doing the morning show, and they hired Tony to be the PD. So Tony left Houston and came to Atlanta. That's where V103 got the top 88 and all that stuff in like 1991, 92 with Ryan Cameron.
Oh, that's how that started.
That's how it started. So I did the top 88. And the crazy story about this, when I went to Houston, I actually replaced Hurricane Dave.
Wow, Hurricane Dave? You replaced Hurricane Dave?
Hurricane Dave was doing 6 to 10 at Magic 102. I replaced Hurricane Dave. And when I was in Mobile in Mississippi, my name was Gregory KP. The longtime general manager and president of the radio station, who also did Detroit, St. Louis, and Houston, he's Monty Lang. He's the guy who came up with the name Greg Street. Well, he wanted to call me MC Street, but I didn't want that rapper stigma, so I was like, I'll just be Greg Street since I'm a DJ and not a rapper. So Houston, then I went to Dallas after that, and then when Tony actually wanted me to come to Atlanta then, but Mike Roberts wanted Ryan Cameron. So Ryan got the job. Like I said, that's how the top 88 and all that stuff was on Ryan's show, because Tony brought the ideas and concepts from the station we was at in Houston. And I went to Dallas, and then in 95, I went to Dallas in 92, and in 95, that's when Alfred Liggins and Kathy Hughes brought Hot into Alfred Liggins and Mary Catherine Sneed brought Hot into Atlanta, and Tony had me come to Atlanta.
Yeah, because Ryan moved over. Yeah. Yeah, man. Look, knowing that I used to listen to the top 8 all the time and hearing how it got to Atlanta. You know what I mean? Because I'm sure maybe before it was even in Houston, maybe somewhere someone had that, doing top 8 or top 7 or 4, if whatever they did. But to hear the origin of the top 8 here in Atlanta, something that was a staple when I was a teenager that I would be waiting for and listening to, man, that's dope.
That's what Tony brought it to Atlanta from Houston.
Man, that's crazy. So you get here to Atlanta, like now, Greg Street is here. Well, before I even get into that, what was the meaning behind the street? Why did he come up with street? What he wanted street in the name? Is it because you were always out in the street promoting, you doing your thing?
Well, see, he didn't know me yet.
Okay.
Like, I'm just going to the station. I'm just signing the contract. So I think the whole concept was them having meetings with Tony having meetings with Monty, and the other general manager things, Harry or David, them coming up, Tony letting them know how much stuff I did in the streets. Because I did all the mix shows. When I was in Mobile, I did the 12 o'clock mix for the midday show. I did the 5 o'clock mix for Skip Cheatham for the afternoon show. And I did the mix on my show. Yeah. So I was doing 3 mixes a day and doing 6 to 10. And I did a 4-hour mix that they played at the station on Saturdays from 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock. So I did all the mix shows on my own equipment at my house most of the time. Sometimes I'll bring equipment to the station and do it. But I did all the mix shows because the station didn't have, I think back then a lot of stations didn't have mix rooms and mix equipment. Yeah. So I did all the mix shows and did 6 to 10.
Look, I asked because we know you for always being out in the street. We know you for always being out.
I think Tony probably told him about me in meetings and different stuff I would do. So I think that's probably how the whole thing clicked with Monty.
Man, an iconic name. I don't care if you don't want to hear it. I'm going to say it. Iconic name was born. Man, so do you ever sleep?
Of course.
Because you know that, right, B. Rich? You can be out at a club or a concert with Street. It can be super late. Man. Then you'll hear him early the next morning.
5 in the morning fishing.
Early the next morning, he'll be fishing, doing something. He'll be at a remote. I'm like, does this man ever sleep?
Well, like Tip told him on the Breakfast Club, I'm like, Me and T.I. both share the, I don't really promote it, but me and T.I. both share the brand as the Kings of the South. So I can go fishing in the morning, be at school by lunchtime, be at work by 3 or 6, go to the Blue Flame at night, and be at home to kiss your baby good night.
Shout out to the Blue Flame, one of the sponsors of the Waterboyz.
The Blue Flame is one of the sponsors of the Waterboyz podcast.
Of course. What's up, Mike Cato?
Yeah, man. Hey, look, man, you go to the
Jackie, Lil Mike.
Boy, I'm talking about street, know everybody. Jackie, Lil Mike, everybody.
Jackie,
chocolate
and
Mike,
cinnamon.
Mike Jr., man, be quiet. Trevor, Tasha Mack, Courtney, Jet Black, Stallion, Bree, Armani, Ramanda, my girl, K-Mel, K-Meezy, the whole team. Twin.
Man, look.
Zade.
Man, to everybody. Keep
everybody,
going.
The whole crew.
Shout out to
DJ
Blue Flame,
Greg,
man. They got good food.
Greg G,
good shoe
Swamp
models.
Izzo, DJ Will, the whole team.
Man, look, I want to ask you about something. A crazy night. Back when God bless
Tiffany. Got to shout out to Tiffany.
Boy, Tiffany, we almost forgot you.
Can't forget Tiffany.
Shout out to Tiff.
Mike Cato's niece.
Hey, look, God bless the dead. We know we lost Pimp C, who I'm talking about. But I know you remember this particular night, and you were in the middle. I want to see what was going through your mind the night where Pimp C got on the microphone at a club here in Atlanta and started going, no, not that. Started going off about Sean Paul. Started going off at the club about Sean Paul.
Downtown Atlanta. What was the name of the club? My boy Mark owned the club. Mark owned Streamers in Gainesville, and he also owned Phenomenon in Marietta. But the club was the club where City Hall is right now. Remember, the billboard was on top. Okay. Goody Ma, I had the billboard, the Greg Street billboard was up there. Yeah, he went on stage going crazy. I guess somebody in the building called PK, called Pretty King.
100%.
But they heard him got down there.
100%. Yeah. I was with Pretty, and I was with Sean Paul that night. Well, I just want to know, like, from your perspective, like,
I've seen all those. I was actually in the building in Nashville at the conference, that conference weekend in Nashville, when C Murder, No Limit, and them came through the stairwell trying to get came through the front door, and Pastor Troy went through the stairwell in Nashville.
Man, you're going to have to break that story down. Go ahead, Street.
We'll break that one down on another show.
Man, we listening. We listening. Tell us, Street, we listening.
It was through that whole little No Limit thing, the whole little No More Playing GA. I can't remember the name of the conference, but it was like
Jack the Rebel?
it wasn't Jack the Rapper. It was something like Jack the Rapper that they had in Nashville. Everybody went,
Nashville.
and I was actually doing the party when they came in. Like it was crazy.
Man, so I guess the reason I brought it up, because I wanted to ask from your perspective, like, what position did you find yourself being in? Because you cool with everybody that's in these scenarios. And, like, was it
It's
awkward?
crazy.
Was it, like, crazy? Like, just wanted to see, like, what was your thought process during that time as this is happening? Then you hear everybody trying to make their way down and these different altercations could possibly take place.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely awkward because people don't understand most of this stuff is based on things that both parties may not be aware of, but until you have a conversation, you can't really get to the bottom of like everything that was going on. Because like when we crunked the Pastor Troy record up, when Gene first came to me with the record, the single had the gunshots in it. I'm the one who took Gene and Troy in the studio and showed them how to take the gunshots out of No More Play NGA. You hear the dirty version, the gun shooting so loud.
In the beginning.
It's the compressor, you can hear it in the compressor and making the music go down. So I took him in the studio, showed him how to do it, but you gotta think, Pastor Troy music actually started taking off in Augusta before it got to Atlanta.
Yeah.
It started coming up to Atlanta just organically.
Yeah.
But you gotta think, we only heard No More Play NGA, so most people never heard the intro where he was dissing P. So by the time we heard that, we didn't hear that until like the album came out.
Yeah.
So like we didn't know what was going on. So, but it was too late by the time the record blew up, and by me being cool with P, I think he was mad at me about it. But it was like, dude, I didn't know.
Yeah.
We didn't know. We just thought it was a jamming ass song talking about No More Play NGA.
Yeah. Man, that had to
Because
be.
he didn't say your name. He didn't say his name in the song.
No, he just said it in the
No
intro.
more
He
big
called
talk,
yeah.
but we didn't hear the intro.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, so nobody knew that's who
Nobody
he was
really
talking
knew
about.
that we was talking about. So I think P had because me and P went back to my Houston days. I knew P when he put out a record called Jack of the Jackers.
Okay.
The CD had Son You See Mama Home Phone. I still got the CD right now.
Wow.
To this day, 1991. When people thought Master P wasn't dope, they thought he was a joke. And I used to tell P, because I used to listen to the music, he had a song called Jack of the Jackals that was kind of like Ice Cube Jacket for Beats.
Okay.
I was like, bro, if you ever get you some production with your voice and what you talking about, you gonna be big.
Man, I remember watching Master P. I can't remember the name of the club, but I watched Master P perform Bout It in a Houston club like 4 times in a row. And every time at the end, he'll say, run it back again. Run it back again, man. I'm talking about, I promise you, I watched this man. It was right before it was on my birthday the day before New Year's Eve. I went down to visit my partner Ada in Houston. I watched this man perform Bout It. This was before it even hit Atlanta. It's popular down there. It hadn't even hit Atlanta yet. It's popular down that way. This man performed it 4 times, back to back to back to back to back.
Yeah, I brought him. I used to, if you remember, I used to do 559 on Thursdays and the Gate on Friday. So I used to bring all the artists in and do Friday and Saturday. So the 559 and the Gate was the first club Master P ever came to, Cash Money ever came to before
Wow.
they.
I ain't know they went to 559.
Before they was even on. Yeah, Lil
That's
Wayne
hard.
was like 14.
That's hard. That's hard.
Hey, Street, I want to take it there and got an uncomfortable question to ask you, right? DJ Khaled, man. I feel like, he kind of took your lane and took it mainstream. Why is it that everyone, why haven't you made a big mainstream album? Because I think you can pull the songs and the artists to do that. What's going on? Because I really want to see you do that.
Well, Khaled is like my brother. I help Khaled a whole lot with his music. But my thing is, I ain't really big into begging people. Like Khaled is relentless. Khaled will tell you, if I want a verse, I'm gonna come to your house, I'm gonna change your baby diapers, I'm gonna wash the dishes, I'm gonna eat your food. He'll tell you this. I'm gonna do what I need to do to get, and that's just, I could probably do that and be more into that, but it's just really not my thing. And I applaud Khaled for everything he's done and accomplished, but Khaled wanted to be more of an artist type DJ than just a DJ type DJ. Like when I started doing it, I never stopped doing the radio. I never stopped DJing. I never stopped doing what I was doing. Because that big celebrity spotlight, it's a whole lot that comes with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a whole lot comes with it. Yeah, I could get a record from Future. I'm doing some stuff right now. I can get a record from a lot of people and get people to do records, but sometimes it's just, And I get exactly where you're coming from.
Because a lot of people want to see, we from Atlanta, we want to see Street put out something big for Atlanta for us so we can say, yeah, you know, not that we hate Khaled, but yeah, take that, Khaled. You feel what I'm saying?
Now, it's really not even, what you got to understand, though, B. Rich, it's not even, it's
You
not.
feel what I'm saying, though, Trey?
It's not even really.
I want us to win. Khaled getting all the stuff. Miami taking over, man.
I do feel. I just never felt. Take that, Khaled.
For me,
that was funny.
This the part about me that was more important for me. When I came,
Not that I'm hating on Khaled, by no means. Khaled had us on this album.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good.
for me, it was more important for me to come to Atlanta and find the Roccos and the Shawty Lows and the Dramas and the Young Dros and the Young Jocks and the Franchise Boys and the D4Ls
Definitely
and the
been a part
Shawty
of
Lows and the TIs. And that was the thing for me. Like if you look at Miami and you look at Miami and look at Atlanta, even some of the Buddha Shake artists that had Freak Nasty and all these artists. If you look at Atlanta and look at Miami, and you can simply see a difference. Like all the artists, like there's no reason why Ball Greasy in Miami is not bigger than Trick Daddy.
Yeah, Ball Grease something else.
So to me, my thing being a DJ was to make sure I came in the city and looked for the talent and the people who had what it take to put them up on that stage and that platform to give them a chance to be big. Like I worked a lot with Ludacris, even though you probably saw Ludacris talking about this on Drink Champs. Like Greg, she was playing my record on V103. Kevin Lyles even said like when we signed Ludacris to Def Jam, part of the reason why was we couldn't believe Greg Street was playing
The competition was playing
the record, the guy's record who he's on the radio against at the same time.
Wow.
Yeah.
But me and Ludacris had a relationship off the radio.
Yeah.
Like,
Did PD at the radio station get upset for you doing it? Or how did you get
Tony didn't even care. And the crazy part about it, the crazy part about it, me and Luda we would talk. Like Luda and Poon was a part of me and Mike Cato's promotional team on Thursday nights at Blue Flame. I'm not Blue Flame, at 559.
Well, yeah, I remember they used to be at 559 all the time. They even did an open mic up there.
So my whole thing was like this is my little brother.
Yeah.
Outside the radio, this is my little brother.
Yeah.
Like I'm the one who told him, like, bro, don't put a single out because you got to think everybody's putting singles out, going number one with a single. I'm like, bro, if you really want to create a bidding war as an artist, Chris, don't put a single out. Put your album out. Go to Southern Music with Mike Walker. Put your album out. Don't put out no single. He even made me a V103 version of Fat Rabbit where it said V. I'm like, bro, and I told him, I said, Chris, if I play this song, Mary Captain's gonna fire you. So I said, I'm gonna hold it. I'm not gonna play it. I'm gonna just play the regular version.
Yeah. Cause he over there, he over there on
exactly.
high.
It's like you got a record saying V103.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, man,
yeah, she
Captain
been
gonna
like,
fire
no,
you.
you got look, you in my 6 o'clock slot, and you talking about some V103. You got to go on over there. Head on over to the V103. But I mean, once again, Street.
But it was just the appreciation for what I was doing for him in our relationship. But my appreciation,
100%.
But me respecting where he was trying to go and where he was trying to get to, I would never throw him out the window like that.
That's awesome.
For some clout.
Yeah.
Like I hate the clout chasing. Like the clout chasing, the clickbait. You know, I use my bait on the water.
Oh yeah, you're a big time.
I use my fish bait on the water, not on the internet.
Hey, so let me ask you this, man. Today's radio, is radio still important right now? You know, the TikToks, all this going on, breaking artists. Right now, I don't see radio breaking artists. Please tell me if I'm wrong. But what's up with radio, and is radio important now?
I repeat. Radio is more than just music. What about the radio stations who don't even play music? Are they irrelevant? Are they relevant?
100%.
You had 929 The Game up here. They don't play music. Are they relevant?
Yeah.
Is WLK relevant?
Yes.
Are the talk station? So people don't realize radio is really the first social media. Because the people that was on TV, they never came to the neighborhoods. They never kicked with the people in the hood, in the community. Radio is the original social media. If you know how to use it, you will always be relevant. Because people don't turn on the radio, like I said earlier, people don't turn on the radio to hear new music. So people got the idea of radio break the records, No, the people break the records. People want to hear your song. If you go out in the community, if I'm a DJ, I'm a program director, and I'm out in the community, I hear a song, I go to another spot, I hear it again. I go to a school, I hear it again. You don't even have to come to me. I'm going to come to you. I want to put this song on the radio. I done did it 1,000,000 times. Lil Donald was prime example. He was going to the schools with me and Lil Bankhead perform and do better. I watched kids at North Clayton Middle School go crazy when the song came on, and we wasn't even playing it on the radio. And you take it to the radio because people want to hear what they like and what they're anticipating on hearing. Like when records were big and you was going to the record store every week to buy the new CDs or the new cassettes or whatever, you didn't go in the record store and say, "Give me all the new stuff that came out this week." You had the opportunity to go buy all the new stuff you wanted. You went in there and bought what people was talking about was hot, what was coming out, what people was riding in their car. You might have heard your homeboy bumping it. You wanted to bump it, so you went and bought it. You didn't go in there and buy it because, hey, so-and-so got a new album out. I ain't never heard of him, but they say it's a hype. You ain't go buy that.
You're right.
So it's a big misconception about the relevance. Radio will always be relevant, but if for the people who understand how to use radio. Radio's number one priority is the listeners. And what percentage of the listeners of a radio station want, I'm gonna put it to you like this. This will break it down. If you watch the whole United States, from New York, I don't think LA really had one, but from New York to Philly, to Chicago, to Miami, to Houston, there was a surge about 10 or 15 years ago where all the urban AC radio station numbers were number one. Remember when Wendy Williams was on BLS and BLS was number one in the market over Hot and Power? They was number one, and they only playing what? On the urban AC station, what are you only hearing? Old music.
Yeah.
Old R&B songs. And all those stations went number one.
Well, I say this, as much as people want to say radio is not relevant, even if a song, even when a song becomes popular on social media, it's still looked at as the crown achievement to be able to say, boy, we're on such and such. You see how many spins we got? They still celebrate when it makes it to radio. As much as people want to say radio not relevant, a song can pop off on every social platform and be popular, but they are still going to deem it a crown achievement when it makes it to radio and become popular on radio.
The crazy part about what you're saying is this. The whole little social media movement of records getting broke on TikTok and on the different social media platforms, the crazy part of what people are just now, I heard Demezy talk about this on his channel. He talks about a lot of the political sides of music and the business. If you pay attention and you're in the game for real on the royalty side and the publishing side, a lot of artists missed out on a lot of money just getting that little money that they got from streaming, because you make more money when your record gets on the radio. So now, that's the reason why we can go and look at the major labels. When you go to Def Jam, or you go to Universal, or you go to one of these major labels, you go to Interscope, and you go to this big building, and you see all these people in here working. Who they working for? They working for the artist.
100%.
How they getting paid?
From the artist.
From the artist. So if you want to own your masters, if you want to own all your music, the label is not going to invest the money in your record to make your record as big as it could possibly be. They're just going to share it on the little streaming money with you, put you in, because they're getting a back end check from streaming also, not just the money you get from your streams. They're getting the percentage back end of what their market share is on the platforms. So if they don't invest the budget into you to make your record big, to make this stupid publishing money, because if you own all the publishing and all the masters, that means they're not eating off of that. So why would I invest my money in it? So a lot of these artists who had big streaming records, they might have made $1 million, $2 million, but they could have made 20 or 30 if they would have understood, hey, I'm gonna go get a formal partnership with the label and give them a percentage of the master or percentage of the publishing, so they invest. Because why would I invest $500,000 or $1 million to make your record big, and I'm not eating off of it?
Man. Boy, it's a big difference between 2 and 20.
It's a big difference.
It's a big difference between.
But you gotta think, if
2
I'm a
and 20.
kid, from the hood, nobody in my hood, nobody in my family's ever seen 25,000.
I need that $2 million myself right now.
But you gotta think, if I put a record out,
Yeah.
it blows up on TikTok.
Yeah.
I start doing shows, 5,000, 10,000. I get to 20,000, 25,000. I'm getting a little streaming money from TikTok. I look up in my bank account, I got $500,000. I might have an M, might have $1 million. I might have another 100 or 200 at the crib in the shoebox, maybe a half.
Okay.
That I done did from shows in cash.
Okay.
A little money from Versus. But I'm not thinking about, there's a stupid check out there from the publishing that could be gotten off these records if I had a label behind me that could really put them in the forefront.
Really put that gas on it.
Put that gas on it.
Man, look, so I'm gonna take it away from the record business for a second. Before we started this show, we talked about a certain jersey need to be retired. You said Michael Vick's jersey should have been retired by the Falcons. Please tell me why.
Because he was great. Michael Vick, man, you done forgot how it was in the dome when Michael Vick was playing.
Okay.
Man, it was stupid.
Okay.
And even though he made a big mistake, I think the irony in retiring his jersey from my standpoint and the difference in your standpoint is a change. Like sometimes we got to see a change. Sometimes somebody got to break the norm of how we normally used to seeing things. Like he didn't get to play 10, 15, 20 years. So I get where you're coming from, but the way he electrified the city, when you go to I got videos in my phone right now from the last tailgate that I'm going to post of Michael Vick jersey, people wearing Michael Vick jersey, Deion Sanders jersey, and Julio Jones jersey. It's crazy how many people still wearing these guys' jerseys to the Falcon games on Sundays and Mondays and Thursdays. Just come to the Falcon games, period, to watch how many people actually love these guys and the energy and what they brought to the Georgia Dome or the Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
Oh, I mean, Street, no doubt. Of course, I'm on the opposite side of this.
Should Matt Ryan jersey be retired?
If he won a Super Bowl, I would say yeah.
Well, he blew that. He did win the Super Bowl. He did.
I say yeah, but I say this about Vick's jersey. Like you said, sometimes you gotta think a little different. I think also you have to show people that it's about how you finish, not about how you start. And the way Vick finished, it doesn't reward or it doesn't warrant a jersey being retired. It just doesn't. The way he finished, it should not be put up on that pedestal to where the jersey should be retired. I mean, what happened? It happened. I love Michael Vick. I'm a huge Michael Vick fan. It broke my heart. I was pissed off with Vick for about 3-4 years. Until I was mad. Big Rich to tell you, man, we were in Columbus, Georgia. I remember exactly where we were. We were checking into our hotel, getting ready to do a radio show or some show. It was a show at a strip club down there we were getting ready to do. It was me, B Rich, and Bob. We were going to do it that night. We were checking into our hotel, and I got the call from my now wife, and she said, Michael Vick has been indicted. And I remember, we were devastated. Like, me and B Rich, it was like we lost a close friend of ours. So I loved Vick. But it has to be how you finish and not how you start. And the way Vick finished, it just doesn't warrant being retired. It just doesn't warrant being retired at all. Now, I do give the Falcons credit because Vick said when Bajan wanted number 7 from the kicker, they approached Vick about it. They didn't approach him when it came to giving the 7 to the kicker. I guess they felt like it wasn't anything similar. But once
he wasn't gonna sell no jerseys anyway.
Yeah, but once you put that, you probably right. But once you put that electrifying running back in that jersey, they did at least reach out to Vick and ask him what he thought. So they did give him that respect, but they're not gonna put him up in the Raptors.
I'm gonna put him up there. I got both Pro Bowl jerseys, the home and the away Falcon jersey. I got all of them.
I've heard both of y'all takes, and both of y'all made great points. But I gotta go and say the change that he brought to Atlanta, the electrifying spirit, the way he had the city. I would retire his jersey. I would because Vick.
Man, I was at Club Kaya the first day he walked up to the club when he had just got drafted, and Abe Watson turned him around at the door.
Why?
Because they had the hats and sneakers on. I was like, bro, you don't know who that is? It was the first week he got drafted.
Tell that story.
Man, if you remember the parking lot on the side of Kaya, he came from the back, from the parking lot from the back to the front. You know, they had the little wall. So you could get on the wall. The wall was from the parking lot. They had an opening, and then from the street they had where you walk all the way through the middle. So I was sitting on the wall facing the parking lot, and when he came up, I saw him. It was him and 6-7 other guys. And when he got up to the thing, Abe was like, "Oh man, they can't come here like that." I was like, "Boy, you don't know who that is?" I said, "Boy, you gonna be wanting him to come in the club in about 2 weeks." He about to set the ATL on fire.
Finna be that man, and I bet 2 weeks later they knew exactly who he was. Did they let him in?
They went through the little shakedown part, but he finally eventually let him in.
Okay, man. I remember.
Thanks to Street.
Hey, look, I remember running into Vick, and man, it used to be a club off of South Cobb Drive or South Cobb Parkway. It used to be a club. You drive far out. You pass over what would be Windy Hill. And used to be a club down there to the left. I can't remember the name.
It was called Harlem Nights.
Yeah, Harlem Nights.
No, it wasn't Harlem
It
Nights.
was some club out there, but we ran into.
With the swimming pool.
We run into Michael Vick and Sean Paul. Sean Paul, boy, he was feeling real nice. Shout out to my partner, Sean Paul. Sean P. East. You know what I'm saying? He was feeling real nice. And we saw Vick. And he said, hey, man, don't be out here fucking around, man. We need a championship.
I like that. I remember you telling me that story. I
remember that like it was yesterday, man. Of course, Vic, they knew who Sean Paul was, you know, from the Young Bloods, man. And they was all, you know, Vic laughed it off, man. They dapped up and they talked about whatever they talked about. But I just thought it was so funny that he didn't call Vic out, man. But that's okay, man. Y'all retire jerseys for anything.
But
that's what's up.
But you know what?
Nah, that ain't for anything.
But you know what's incredible? But you know what's incredible about Mike Vick to me? Also, after he went through all that, went through everything he did,
he wrote a letter.
The first time I saw him on TV as a sports announcer, I was blown away.
Oh, yeah.
Why you was blown away? Explain.
I just mean the way he articulated. Of course, he already know the game, but the way he just presented it, me personally knowing him, I had never seen that side of him.
Yeah.
But to watch him, the first time I saw him on TV doing, I'm like, damn.
Look, man, I love Vic. The redemption story is amazing. But it doesn't add or subtract from what happened.
Let me ask you.
And you say he was our Jordan. So so you think Jordan number and his jersey would be up in Chicago after 4 years? The man got banged up and he never played for the Bulls again.
Said, at the time when he played for the Falcons.
I just asked the question.
Bro, at the time he played for the Falcons.
I'm
I'm answering your question.
You not really answering my question because now you talking about Vic.
I'm answering this question.
Do you think Michael Jordan
Mario,
after 4 years?
No, let me talk because you're controlling the narrative. This is what I'm trying to say.
I'm not controlling now. Just ask you a simple question.
For however many years he played in Atlanta, he was the Michael Jordan of the Atlanta Falcons, and everybody was exciting. Tickets were sold out. It was a joy to be a Michael Vick fan.
What they got to do with a jersey?
I'm just saying, and Atlanta has not seen nothing like that since. For a player to come in and be like,
did we go to the Super Bowl?
I think after
it even went to the Super Bowl, it still wasn't that electrifying.
Hell, it wasn't. I was there.
Listen.
Hell, it wasn't. Listen. I was so happy.
What I'm trying to say, I was happy about the Super Bowl. Don't get me wrong.
You weren't even in the stadium.
I was at the Super Bowl. What were you?
Yeah, you the reason we lost, man. But
all right, so hold on.
He put some of that bad juju out there.
I love the Falcons. When we went to the Super Bowl, I ain't hating on that team at all. I'm a Falcon fan. I love it. But it wasn't the same feeling as we had Michael Vick there.
Okay,
that's
but
what I'm saying.
You still don't need a jersey.
If we'd had Michael Vick in that Super Bowl game, we'd have had that dub.
I don't know about that.
He wouldn't have got sacked. He'd have ran.
I can't say we would have because it didn't happen. It's an if. Hey, all we know is that jersey right there played in the Super Bowl. That's what we know. That's what we know. That's what we know. We know that Matt Ryan. Wow. Street, you gonna disrespect? Hold up, man.
Trash.
No. Hold up, man.
Matt Ryan. We sorry. We don't condone that. We don't condone that.
Trash.
No, we can't do that, man. You can't throw Matty Ice. Man, come on, Street.
Hey,
you can't throw that day.
Hold on.
No.
Get back. Get back.
Hold on. This is the Super Bowl jersey.
Yeah, it is.
That means it's.
Hey, no, man. What's wrong with you, man?
I got this.
Don't let him touch.
I got this same jersey with number 6 with Greg Street on the back.
Well, that's why we lost.
No.
Man, you can't do Matty.
He just done did Matty wrong.
Man, this man just threw Matt Ryan
blasphemy.
I'm gonna tell you,
come on,
I'm gonna tell y'all something on the Waterboyz Sports Podcast right now.
Okay.
Matt Ryan and Tony Romo are the biggest rip-offs in NFL history.
Here y'all hear it first from the streets,
man.
Them boys got to the money, and I'm not mad about that.
But why is Romo?
Man,
we don't care about
Tony
Romo. We don't care about Romo.
Hold up, Street. Hold up, man.
Stop me when I start lying.
Hold up, man. Well, look, I should have stepped in minutes ago because there's no way Matt Ryan is one of the big. I don't even think he's a ripoff. When you draft a quarterback, you hope you have a chance to be successful year in and year out. That's what he gave the Falcons. Now, did it look like that every season? But he gave you the opportunity.
You must play with the Falcons on PlayStation.
No, not at all.
Xbox?
Not at all. And boy, when folks used to play me with Vic, I used to dominate them. Yeah, boy, folks used to love Mike Vic on 04. I used to dominate the Falcons. My partner Bo Hagan, he know what I'm talking about. Be rich. He know what I'm talking about.
No disrespect to Matty Ice. No disrespect, Matty Ice. No disrespect.
Yeah, you gonna have Matt Ryan not want to come on.
You know you suck, man. You
Oh,
know.
my God.
You got to the money now. Family
Matt
straight.
Ryan did
Hey,
not
man,
suck.
come on, Street,
Hey,
man.
look, I agree with you on the Vic jersey.
Boy, Street.
But come on, man.
Man,
Ryan
Street,
did not
man.
suck.
Hey,
We
man.
got a Be Rich jersey up here too. No, we gonna do with that.
What about the Playboy Trey jersey?
I already told you, Trey to start the show.
I ain't do me, man. I ain't shit, man.
I didn't say that.
Hey, well,
You said it.
Might as well. I do music.
You said it. I do
Shout out
music
to
five-
Password.
I do music
I do
5K
music.
tomorrow.
shout out. Okay, you gonna be in it?
Fifth annual, I'll
You
be
get out
there.
there running?
I'll be out
You
there.
gonna run for 5 or you
I'm
gonna
out
run for
there.
1.5?
I'm out there.
You're not running.
Okay. Hey, well, look, since we talking about jerseys up in the Raptors and jerseys in the trash, since that's where we going, I think it's no better time than right now for Greg Street to give us Greg Street's Atlanta Falcons Mount Rushmore and explain why after you name each one.
Man, these boys self-explanatory.
Name them.
You gotta
You gotta say why too when you name them.
You got to put Billy White Shoes up there.
Why?
Why?
Yes.
Billy White Shoes was the man. We was some little bitty boys, man. Billy
like
White
to dan-
Shoes.
you like to dance,
Billy
huh?
White Shoes crunk that whole dance craze up. Then you got, of course, you got Dion.
Why you say Dion?
Prime time. You got 6 o'clock. Dion prime time. You know what I'm saying?
They go hand in hand.
Go hand in hand.
Okay.
Dion. Billy White Shoes.
2 more, Greg.
2 more. Mm-hmm. Michael Vick.
Why Michael?
Can we
Vick?
put his name up there?
Go ahead. I ain't hating on that. I just said I disagreed.
All right.
I'm not hating on that. Vic is on the Mount Rushmore in my opinion.
Mike Vick.
One more.
Julio
Yeah.
Jones.
All right, there you go.
And for honorable mention, I got to put my little brother Grady Jarrett up there because he was, as far as humanitarian and just all around good people on and off the field. Not to say the other ones wasn't good enough off the field because Julio Jones is an amazing person. I mean, y'all got to get him on the show.
Make it happen.
He is.
Can you get him on the show for us?
Get us old Julio.
Get my phone.
Yeah, man. Yeah, get Street his phone.
Julio,
Hey, where your phone at, Street?
it's on the little charger right there.
Yeah, let's get him his phone. Get him to
yeah.
call Julio. Same way Shannon Sharp called him. And I know he'll answer for Greg Street before he'll answer for Shannon Sharp. Let's
Julio.
hear this on the Waterboyz show. That's what I'm
If
talking
we on the
about.
Waterboy show, get what? He gonna think I'm calling about going fishing. Cause we,
He gonna be like, oh, the Waterboy.
we done
Hey,
went
so what? We on the
done
lake
went-
today,
we done
Street?
We done went fishing a couple times.
We need to go through Street phone. He got all the contacts.
Hey man, well you know, hey man, Street, he does good work out there in the street. You know what I mean? Look,
Street probably got Obama's number. You can get Obama on the line, can't you? Oh, he calling Julio. He really is. Oh,
oh Lord, Street, oh Street.
oh my God! Whoa.
He might have his phone off, man.
Man, boy, yeah.
Oh, it went through. It delivered.
Yeah.
Okay, man.
FaceTime audio.
Hey, yeah, man. We thought you had Fulio Jones' number, not Julio Jones.
FaceTime.
My man dialed Fulio,
There you go.
not Julio.
He gonna answer. There you go. That worked. I seen it. I can confirm. It say delivered.
Yeah. We text all the time.
Okay,
Oh, is he gonna
He
answer?
might be in a meeting, so no, Julio be getting to that bag, boy.
I ain't mad at him.
He probably doing something.
Now you know we can vouch for your Street, but the listeners,
Nah. He gonna call back. He gonna call.
oh man, he done called Fulio Jones. Or that Julio Tone. Which name y'all like best?
Nah,
Julio
they-
Jones?
I see the conversation. They talking.
We talking?
They talk. He ain't lying. He ain't
Chat
lying.
we
GPT,
talking
Chat
all the
GPT and Canva, a motherfucker, ain't it?
It ain't ChatGPT. He gonna call. He gonna call.
I'm just messing with you,
call
Street. I'm just giving you a hard time because you didn't threw this Matt Ryan jersey.
know, what's it?
Call
on the
Matt.
ground.
Y'all call Matt.
Hey,
I
listen.
don't have Matt
See
Ryan.
that?
Hold on. Let me say this. I want to ask you this.
But I tell you what, he will be on the show.
We gonna get.
Come
him
on, Matt.
Look, your Mount Rushmore of Atlanta figures, no sports, and give us why.
That's a whole lot of them.
You got 4 to go.
I can't do that.
Come on, you got 4.
You can't do
You
that.
can go back to
You can't do that. You
us
got Bill
4.
Campbell. You got
over MLK.
You got MLK. You got Andrew Young. You got Rab. I personally knew. I personally knew Reverend Orange.
So what about Ted Turner?
I personally knew Hosea Williams. You got Ted Turner. I was trying to get Ted Turner to do the 6 o'clock drop, but his daughter told me like he had started getting into his dementia states and stuff. But I wanted that drop.
That would have been crazy.
I wanted that Ted Turner time for Greg Street Rock so bad. I tried. I talked to his daughter.
Man, you know it's a famous story that I tell, and we're gonna let you get back to that. It's a famous story that I tell that a lot of people don't know about why the sports scene in Atlanta, why we don't win that much, but yet music is doing so well.
What's the story?
Because the old music guys here from the state of Georgia, they sold the soul. They sold the sports soul for music to become popular. But it was one person they didn't get. They pulled up on Ted Turner. They tried to get him to sign. He shot 3 times in the air with a .22, and he pulled off. And that's why the Braves won 2 championships. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't get Ted Turner, but they got the owner of the Hawks. They got the fact they got everybody, but they couldn't get Ted Turner. And that's why his team still prevail. And that's why we struggle today. But the music popping because the music people sold the soul, the sports soul for their benefit.
But Ted Turner is the one who really put Atlanta on the map.
He did.
He did. Well, shout out to Ted Turner.
I'm from Hattiesburg, Mississippi.
Okay.
The Superstation was the Super
100%. And that's why so many people across the U.S. love the Braves, and that's why that A hat means so much to so many people in so many other places.
The Superstation.
Yeah.
We was watching the Superstation in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. The wrestling, the Braves, all that.
Hey, well, look, let's get back to it. We're not going to let you escape doing the Mount Rushmore of Atlanta figures. And if you want to do more than 4, look, for sake of argument, because there's so many special people, we'll give you 6 names.
T.I., 2 Chainz, Gucci, and Martin Luther King.
That's a hell of a list.
There you go.
Hey, look, let me ask you this, because you brought somebody up in those names that I want to know. Why do you think 2 Chainz is so underrated as a lyricist?
Him and Luda.
100%.
Him and Luda. I think it's because Luda's problem, not really problem, but because it's a gift and a curse, he's more of an animated lyricist. And then Tit is more of just a real organic rapper's favorite rapper. And he has a distinctive voice and a distinctive flow, but you really can't just pinpoint the difference of like, because there's another one too. We got one from the new generation just like 2 Chainz.
Who?
J.I.D.
Oh yeah, J.I.D. dope.
J.I.D. super crazy
J.I.D.
with it. Like I think J.I.D. album probably better than Kendrick's. You know, he ain't got the big single.
Yeah, but he dope.
He ain't got the mustard.
Yeah.
But he definitely got the sauce.
Yeah. Yeah, he don't. Man, I think.
But I think to get back to what you're saying, it's kind of hard to pinpoint the reason why. I don't think Tit really ever had a label behind him the way some of the bigger rappers' labels were behind him. But I think when you break it all the way down for what him and Technique, because I was there for the original when it all started, how they started it.
You was there for a lot of people. Originally.
Travis Porter and Charlie and Techniques and Charlie and D-Leaks and Al, all of them with the Travis Porter was going so crazy. But D-Leaks, Techniques like telling Charlie like we got everything going crazy with Travis Porter and you mostly handling a lot of their stuff. I'm going to go do this mixtape. I'm going to get Frank White and Montgomery to do this mixtape with me too, and we're going to do a mixtape on 2 Chainz, and we want to bring 2 Chainz into the street execs.
Great decision.
So, and just to show you how honorable and how the type of person 2 Chainz is, his situation with street execs is just like Chris's relationship with Shaka and Jeff. They don't even have a contract. And they done made all this money. So I think 2 Chainz has done a lot of incredible stuff that a lot of people may have not paid attention to the magnitude of what he was doing, like with the ugly Christmas sweater.
Awesome.
You know
CEO,
what I'm saying?
COO.
Yep, the CEO millionaire, with the trap
The Pink Trap House.
The Pink Trap House, that was probably like the inspiration for Trap City Museum, for Tip's Trap Museum.
That was one of the most crazy.
the
That
pink
was
cars
one,
in there.
that was one of the craziest marketing ideas. And then they turned around for good and they started doing like HIV testing and different things of that out of the house and used it for.
But
some
he's
good.
done a lot of stuff like that, like from the merch drops and just the different creative things that he's done. And it really just shows. It really just gets back to one thing, that you don't need all these millions and millions and millions and millions of people screaming and screaming and screaming to be crazy in this business. Like I did a shirt that indicates you don't need 1 million followers to make $1 million. So you got to think it's 300-some million people in the United States, but like 8 billion in the world. So like you don't need all these people to like you for you to be successful. I think the difference with 2 Chainz, when you really look at the whole thing, I think where he created his lane with him and then his family, his daughters, his son, his wife. I think when you look at the whole thing, like him doing a lot of stuff with Kanye, doing a lot of stuff with Drake, doing stuff with Louis, doing stuff with he did the shoes with Versace, doing all the stuff that he did, and you look at how he lives and how he moves. I think at a certain point in his career, I think 2 Chainz really start to understand what quality of life really means outside of the industry. Because if you look at the richest show, the most expensive show,
which was a really dope show.
When you look at all him investing in the basketball team, him having the restaurants, the Escobars, then the vegan pizza spot and the seafood spot. If you look at everything he's done that he's been extremely successful at, I think when you back away, you don't look at him like Jay-Z and you don't look at him like some of the bigger artists that we talk about, even though he's worked with most of those bigger artists.
Yeah.
I think he just got in a space to where he's like Killer Mike. He got into a space to where he really understood the quality of life over the height and the cap.
Ain't doing his thing. I'm gonna tell you something that gave me like a little insight into the way he thought. And like I say, me and Chainz, we not friends. I'm not in his inner circle. I can't call him. If I see him, he'll probably say what's up. But I remember we were in Mexico doing a show for MTV. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And he was on that show. This when I'm riding around and I'm getting this it was just not starting to take off.
I'm riding around,
for him.
I'm fishing.
For him.
They bite, they hit. They bite, they hit. I ride around, I'm fishing.
So look, he got, and it was just something small. He got to talking about him and B Rich went in a discussion about some kind of way, some billionaire, something came up where 2 Chainz had gone to their house for something, and you asked him, you said, man, what about the house, man? But I bet the house was dope, and he was like, shit, care nothing about that. Hell, my house dope. I got a good house. I don't care nothing about that. And I just was like, you know what? I fuck with that comfort.
Quality of life.
You know what I'm saying? Because he was just like, man, I got a nice house. That don't mean nothing to me. I was like, you know what? I love that way of thinking. It didn't mean nothing. I don't care how much money this dude got. I forgot what he was telling us. It was a business reason why he was talking about that he was in those people's presence. But it went to the house and he was like, man, I got a nice house.
Man,
My house nice.
You cannot chump nobody off about money, because money is not the measuring stick for success. Money is not, you cannot measure a man's success by how much money he has, because it's a lot of fools with money. It's a lot of smart people with money. It's a lot of smart people who don't have money. It's a lot of smart people who broke. So, but the money does not define the person.
Not at all.
Not at all. And it really like baffles me for people who don't even get there yet. Like I ask kids in school sometimes, I be telling about the importance of reading and understanding what you're doing and what this experience is all about. Did Dr. Martin Luther King die a millionaire?
No, sir.
And how much is his legacy worth?
Man, but
priceless.
Man, yeah. Like what he did will forever be talked about.
Him, Joseph Lowry, Andrew Young, Maynard Jackson, Reverend Orange, Ralph Abernathy, all these guys, John Lewis, like these people are bigger than money.
Man, and look, even on a less well known Scope, think about all the PE teachers, all the counselors, all the people at stores and neighborhoods.
Who do their job for the outcome and not the income.
Man, you know what I'm saying? Well, people know those names forever. Man, yeah, I saw Mr. Such and Such, man, and the whole room will light up. You can take a group of men and they could talk about a PE teacher they had when they were younger that they respected.
In the 6th grade.
And somebody can say, it was Mr. Fambro at my school where I went to Meadowview. I was only there for 1 year, but Mr. Fambro made such an impact.
Well, I can hit Mr. Parker, Boot Walker. We got a whole lot of them.
Yeah. So like you said, but their impact, it can't be measured. It can't be measured.
It can't.
What we looking like now? I think we almost at the end, but I know B got a couple things
No,
I
it's
want to
2
run by
minutes.
you.
We got 2 minutes left.
Yeah. Okay, man.
I mean,
well, look,
I've asked the questions I want to ask Greg. Greg gave me some good answers, man.
man. So we've had a very interesting day. We've learned that.
What we learned today?
We've learned that money's not the measuring stick. We've learned that Street thinks Matt Ryan is trash and his jersey should be stepped on and used as something
They
to
ain't
clean
retired
tires
yet.
with.
Did they retire?
You just retired it off that shelf on the floor.
Did the Falcons retire? Has the Falcons had a retirement ceremony for the Matt Ryan jersey?
Nope, but they put him in the ring of honor.
Have they had they put him in the what?
The
Ring of honor.
In the up top?
Yes.
Yeah, they put him
When
in
I
the
go
ring
to
of
the
honor.
game next Sunday, I'm climbing up there, I'm tearing that shit down.
Man, come on, Street. What the hell happened, man?
What did Matt Ryan
Did
do?
Matt Ryan
He
not
lost
give
the
you a
Super
drop?
Bowl.
Did he not give you a drop? He was
Lost the
supposed to
Super
give you
Bowl.
Street.
No, Kyle
Come
Shanahan
on,
lost
man.
the Super Bowl.
Who?
Kyle Shanahan lost the Super Bowl.
The defense.
Offensive
The offensive coordinator.
He's the
Come
one that
on,
called the
man.
plays.
But the offense ran the numbers up.
Come on, Street, man.
Matt did run the numbers up in the Super Bowl.
Hey, man, what did Ice Cube say on Friday? Stall him out, Debo.
I'm sorry,
Stall him out, man.
I'm sorry, Matt.
Stall him out, Street.
You know why I'm apologizing, Matt Ryan? I'm gonna tell you why.
I gotta hear this.
I'm gonna tell you why
gotta
I'm
hear this.
apologizing, Matt Ryan. Me personally, anybody that know me knows this. I have the ultimate respect for any athlete that reaches the big leagues, because these are guys who invested time and energy and effort into something that they had a passion for at 5 and 6 years old. They got a chance to play at the highest level. I don't care if you never won a championship ring. If you got drafted, if you got to play in the NFL, the NBA, Major League Baseball, hockey, tennis, swimming, the Olympics, any of that, if you made it to, because I tell kids with my We Need to Read program, if you read for 30 minutes a day about what you love to do or what you aspire to be, you can be an expert. And these men and these women who make it in professional athletes, whether they ever win a championship or not, I don't really talk down on no athlete or nobody who put that time in to be respected on that level, to have a team trusting them enough to get them that check. Even if they got to the league and didn't become what they were supposed to be. From what you started out at, and for you to be able to come home and say, Mama, you ain't got to work no more.
I did it.
Dad, you ain't got to work no more. Dad, that new truck you want, go get it. You know what I'm saying? To
That's
watch
respect.
a kid like a Michael Harris II come from the Gresham Park
Park's finest.
Yard Dogs with Boo Mitchell
Gresham Park, baby.
to Stockbridge to the Braves, and Michael is a personal, his mom and dad and all them personal friends of mine. But to watch anybody, black, white, African, I don't care what, Chinese, Mexican, wherever you come from, if you make it in professional sports, if you make it to the league, if you make it to the roster, you made it.
He still threw his jersey on the floor.
I'm gonna throw his on the floor.
Hey, man,
too.
y'all stop before y'all start tearing stuff
you
down,
know,
man.
Hey, cause he knows. He already know. Every time he look in the mirror, he know this. His jersey ain't definitely going in the Raptors.
Take us on out of here, Trey, man.
This episode was brought to you by anybody who want to buy it.
Hey, drinking Haterade.
Hey, man, look, and on that note, like we always say, we represent Atlanta because Atlanta represents us. On behalf of myself, Trey.
Hold on.
What's up?
And we got a whole lot more to talk about that we talked about on the first episode. We didn't talk about on this episode, like the stuff with Tip and all the Grand Hustle stuff. We'll get back with part 2 of this podcast on the Waterboyz with Greg Street. And as we what?
I don't know what you were about
You
to
was about
say,
to say
man.
something.
I don't know what
You
the
was about
hell
to
was
say
going on. You threw me off. I'm like, where we going?
But you was about
Hey,
to
look,
say
I
something.
thought you were about to crack a joke and say we're gonna put out that lost audio real soon. I thought you were finna shine on our guy.
No, we don't have the lost audio.
See, I thought you were setting up a joke. I was like, yes, boy, this is
Some
my
of y'all
kind of
saw
joke.
the audio, some of y'all saw some of the audio though on B Rich TikTok.
Yeah, well, look, on that note, we finna get up out of here. On behalf of myself,
You gotta
Trey,
shout out to the sponsor
my
again.
partner, B Rich. God damn, Street, tell us how to do the job. Okay.
Fool lady, man.
Shout out to Cajun.
Big Bats Cajun, you got
Kitchen.
B Rich messing it up. Shout out to Big Bats Cajun Kitchen. Shout out to Hungry AF. Shout out to Nagel. Hey man, and
Danny.
I got Danny. You already know, man. The Nagel Law Firm. Hey, if you're having any kind of accidents, holler at the Nagel Law Firm, boy, they will get you right. And shout out to the Blue Flame. Go up there
Come
and
see your
sponsor
boy
a
Greg
drink.
Street on Thursday. Money Trap Thursday.
I'm coming Thursday.
Come see that thing through, my
This
boy.
Thursday, I'm gonna be there looking at some shoe models. Let's go.
Okay, all right then. That what's up, man. Hey, look, now you're gonna have people asking you, does the sponsorship get you free entry? You're gonna have to tell them,
Oh, yeah,
hell
definitely.
no.
If you come on Thursday,
You, not them.
come on Thursday and holler at
Me,
your boy
not
Greg
you.
Street. I got you. You
He
gonna get
got
it
you.
free on
Greg
me on
Street got
Thursday.
you.
Pull up.
He got
Okay,
you.
then. Well,
The
look.
whole city of Atlanta, he got you.
All right, so is there anything up? Cause see, Street the professional. We learning from one of the
yeah.
greatest to do it. So is there anything else that I should bring up before I sign us on up out of here?
I'm finna show you.
Hold on.
Okay, hold on.
Is he?
Julio. See, hey, my dog Julio Jones, I'm at the Waterboyz podcast, and
right,
Julio
then,
Jones
Julio.
is on my Mount Rushmore of the best Falcons ever, and you gotta come to the podcast, my boy.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Absolutely.
Hey, look, Julio, I ain't gonna know. I ain't gonna lie. He tried to dial you at first. It went to a ringtone. I said, boy, that's Julio, not Julio. You trying to fool us. But I see he has redeemed himself.
Good street, my dog, man.
Hey, we believe it. We
I
believe
told
it.
you probably get to that bag. Julio get to that bag, boy.
Hey, Julio, can we get you on the show, man? Greg said he's gonna get you on the show.
I'm gonna get you up here.
All right, cool. Y'all about to LA right now, man. I'm working on some stuff right now.
All right, boy.
As you hear
And
it.
right before we signed off, Street, all right then, Street, y'all give it up for D. Greg Street.
Now y'all call Matt Ryan. Y'all can't even get Ryan Cameron on the phone.
Oh, no, that's a damn lie.
Oh, we can ride right now.
That's a damn lie. Shout out to Ryan, boy.
He
Hey.
can't get Ryan Richardson on the phone.
Oh, shit.
Now, you know what? He got a point there. I don't know what's up with these 21-year-olds. They do not want to answer.
Hey, look, and that's why I'm enjoying the time with my 13 and 10-year-old right
Yeah,
now.
man.
Because when they get older, they doing their own
Yeah,
thing.
man.
But look, she out there being great.
She out here doing her
She out
thing.
there being
Shout out
great,
to her,
man.
man.
One of the most amazing people I ever met.
Thank you, man.
Considering. Yeah.
Hey,
Wait.
man.
What, man?
What's up, man?
It's just a little joke, man.
That ain't no joke.
You right, because she do got a mama.
Admit the mic
So
smoke.
look, you right. She do have a mama and a grandmama. Shout out, Miss Cook. You know I love you.
Shout out, man. You know my mama love you.
Betty, hey Betty. If you need to buy you a new crib, call my girl Betty,
Cook Realest.
my
man.
big sister. She gonna take care of you.
There it is. There it is. Well, look, for the fourth time,
I already know.
on behalf of myself,
Hold on,
Trey,
hold on.
what's up? My body rich. Grand Street. Aaron Wall Pittman. And forget Super Mario.
Super Mario,
And your boy Doug.
Anything
Doug
else?
Peterson,
Anything else?
my Peterson.
Anything else? All right. The Waterboyz Show, we are out.
Kill the camera.